Now then, folks, welcome to episode number 5 of the Fiesta Ecoboost Saga. And today we're going to be timing the engine up to get in the position ready to take the crank pulley off, side cover off, so we can do the timing belt. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to... some is still off at this point. So I'll show you from underneath the process of rotating the engine to TDC on the crank. So then we can show you put the pin in, so then that's what that off. Then it'll be in a position where we can. Sorry, just getting some tools. Yeah, it'll be in a position where we can lock both cams, lock the crank at flywheel, and stick the pin into the crank pulley, and then get in a position to start working the crank pulley off. So, that being said, let's get some light, get in a good position, and start this episode. Right, so here we are underneath the vehicle, and I'm going to show you installing the dunk pin, as we've affectionately come to call it. Special tool number 303-1604, and it's just a pin like so, long pin, threaded section, and it goes up, sorry guys, up here. So wind that in all the way. You do, point of note is you do actually need the engine close, in the right 180 degree orientation to Alright, hang on then. So, that, as you can see there, that just narrowly misses. And then that goes dunk, like I say. So, right there, they have lined up. So now, it should be in a position where on the crank pulley, the peg will line up at the top, and the flats will be at the top on the cams. So what I'll do now is I'll cut back in to see if we are in the right position. Oh, I've just been dripped on by oil, lovely. Yeah, I'll cut back in when we're in a position so we can see whether or not we'll end up in the right place on the cam, on the crank pulley, and then go up and have a look at the cams as well. So we'll see you guys in a minute. So as you can see up there, I've got a bit of drill bit to show you that we are in the right position. I can never remember which one it is. I think it's a 5 mil, but I'm probably wrong. Yeah, so we are in the right position. So this will then slide into. Oh, I was right. That's always nice, isn't it? Yeah. There we go. 5 mil drill bit lined up, so that is in the right position. So next up, we'll cut back in at the top, so you can see we're in the right position on the camshafts. So we'll see you guys in a minute. And there we have it. 1, 2 flats at the top, so the cams are in the right position. So what I'll do now is I'll get the camshaft locking tools, fit them, so then we're in a position where the cams are locked. Then it'll be the flywheel locking tool, which is a bit of a bugger, but we'll get there with that one. And then we'll be somewhere near ready to take the crank pulley off. So we'll see you guys in a minute. Right, so we're back in at the top now. And as you can see, the camshaft locking tools are in position. What we want to do is, the bits that bolt against the cylinder head, you wind them down far enough so that they're just shy of making contact. So they've not got too far to wind down, but not actually making contact. And then you tighten up the actual, that bolt there, and then get them to the position they need to be in, because then that'll reposition the actual alignment tool, and then you nip it down, just so it's correct. So we'll just wind all these down as they need to be. what I'll do is I didn't check the actual special tool number on these before I install them, so I will check and put it as a little caption beneath the actual this footage. So next size up, which is so they were 5mm, really? Yep, they were 5s. These are 6s. So now just need to, I believe they're 6s anyway, they should be. Yeah, 6s. So just wind back to make sure that's, you have to make sure that nut is sufficiently far enough away so that you can get it on tight, then wind that nut up, which I believe, if I remember correctly, and I do, is a 13. So that's the 13 nut there. So you do the same on the other side. Wind it up, wind it up, wind it up. Make sure that nut's not going to get in the way. Like so. Then nut. Wound up. 13mm spanner just to nip it. Like so. And then let's tighten these up. That way then your cams are 100% locked in position. And will not move. So that's them. And what I'll do is I'll get a ratchet and extension bar and socket to go around and make sure these are just nipped, just so to make sure a bit of extra peace of mind. It's not something you want coming loose. Definitely don't want it coming loose, because that's when you are in a world of trouble. So yeah, socket, extension bar. There's another little ratchet. Happy little ratchet. There's my little ratchet. Nip. 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 And so on, and then I'll cut back in shortly to show you the next part of the process. So I'll see you guys soon. Right folks, so we're back up at the top, and we've now got the cams locked, crank locked at the flywheel and pinned, and with the dunk pin in. So that, well, that's more of an alignment one than a locking tool, so that makes sure you get in the right position. So that's locked at the top, locked at the bottom. So now we're at a time when we need to start taking the crank pulley off. So first things first, move this expansion tank out of the way. So we need to take off the engine mount. I've got a trolley jack underneath the engine some, so I can lower that. So now we can take the engine mount off, which is 3 18s there. Well, it should be 3 18s there. Start by cracking up by hand. That was a good guess, wasn't it? So 1, 2, 3. Cracked. Now we'll get the trusty Milwaukee impact. One stood out, one nut off. It's always the way, isn't it? And two nuts off. So 2 nuts off and a stud. So that is the engine mount cracked off. It's well, separated. So because it's on a jack, it's holding it up. So next up is the 3 bolts for the actual outer engine mount, which I believe are 15s, if I remember correctly. So that's the socket I need, that's the socket I need. extension bar on, so we can get heater into the engine bay. Just do that over there. Just go like that. So, are we somewhat near? We are somewhat near. So, one, two, and three. That's 3 engine mounts cracked up. So now we'll get the trusty Milwaukee back and 1, 2, that's on the block, and 3. So that is the engine mount. Oh. So just stick that out of the road, get all the bolts joined together. So what we're going to have to do now is lower it down so we can get to that crank pulley nicely. Hopefully it goes low enough too. Right, let's have a look under there. I'll bring you guys down in a minute. That should be perfect for us. Right guys, I'll cut out now, I'll cut back in when we're down there so you can have a look at what we're doing. So see you guys in a minute. Right folks, so now we're in a position. The flywheel's locked, the crankshaft's locked, the camshafts are locked, the bar's on set up ready for the torque multiplier. So I'm going to install the torque multiplier and take the crank pulley bolt off. So I'll see you guys soon. Right folks, so now it's time to loosen the crank pulley bolt. So fingers crossed. They are exceptionally tight on these. Not ideal this. Oh, I am. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a little small extension bar just to move that out a bit so I'm not rubbing against that pipe. There we go. So now should be the crank pulley bolt loose. So I'll just move this on. So that's the big newt torque multiplier out the way. Where's an absolute ton? Sorry guys, look at you. Big newt back on. Like so, and then as you can see, one trusty crank pulley bolt out like so, and then that means the crank pulleys are with the pin, and that's revealed everything there. So now it's time to take off the side cover. So I'll get that unbolted and show you what we're looking at. So see you guys soon. Right folks, so we're going to start off at the bottom, taking out the side cover bolts. Ah, bollocks. because I've just realised something. That back bit there is going to have to come off to take the side cover off. Ah, great. Bloody great. So, anyway. Right, what I'll do is I'll start off some of the lower ones. Then we'll do more of a position. So. It's a series of 8mm. That one's a long one. Long one. Yeah, series of 8mm, mainly 8s. There's a couple of 10s dotted around, and if you see, you can't see. Right, let me just move that all the way. Right there is a hidden bolt. So remember that when you're doing this job. There is a hidden bolt just there, otherwise you'll try getting the side cover off and it will not come off and you'll end up fracturing it. Right, so guys, now everything is off, unbolted of the side cover. That is that hidden one. It's a 13mm. You've got 3 13s. I think there was 2 or 3 10s and the rest are 8mm that are in the side cover. You have to take that back plastic housing off there. There's a couple down the side of the water pump. Down the back of the water pump, actually, there's a plastic housing that goes into the back of the water pump. You have to remove the 2 8mm bolts from that to be able to get it off as well. So that's that side of things. So when you do remove the side cover, coolant will go everywhere. And unfortunately, because of how it is, there's not really anywhere good to pry against. So we've just got to basically just see where we can get in just to like actually get it separated and hope that it splits off as it should. Jesus Christ, it's tight. It's tight, folks, it's tight. What I might do is get a big bar, see if there's any slots on the bottom and just split it, because we're going to end up with coolant everywhere. Move that torch not to there. No, I'll take that one because it's a bit dimmer than that one. Yeah, you guys can have that one. I'll take this one. Let's see if going in there actually helps enough. No, that's not. This is going to be fun, guys. This is going to be fun. So, anyway, what we'll do is we'll figure it out as we always do. Because that's what you got to do. Can't not. Jesus Christ, that's tight. Let me just make sure there's definitely no bolts in the side cover. So, no. They're all there. Yeah. Haha. Haha. They've tricked me, the buggers. They've tricked me. They tried to trick me. They nearly succeeded in tricking me. But there is, right under here, an additional 4th do that. And that's another tricky little 13mm bolt that was in the way, trying to hide from us. That one wasn't as hidden as the other one, but I'd clearly forgotten about it, as you could tell. There we go, there's all that coolant coming out. And then that is the side cover out. Let me just slot this down somewhere, like so. And there we have it, the 1 litre Ecoboost timing belt in all its glory. And there's just a tensioner down there. You can see a freewheeling crank pulley there. So yeah, that's basically it. It looks exactly the same as a Z-Tech belt does. Self-adjusting tensioner and everything like that. So literally, as long as you line up, you don't need to mark anything. As long as you get them tight, and then around on there, as you can see, the oil pump belt there is loose because the oil pump's still off and in the garage because I've been cleaning it out. But you don't need that off because the sump will be coming back off again, so I can clean it all the mating surface and everything, so that we can put the and then we'll put the new oil pump belt on before we put the timing belt on. So yeah, we're at a nice position now. So what I'll do is cut out now. Well, actually, no, this is going to be the end of the video. So I would just like to thank you guys for watching this video. Getting to, like, timing the engine up and getting it to the point where the side covers are. So yeah, we do massively appreciate everyone that watches these videos. At this point, we think we're at 164 subscribers, which is 164 subscribers more than I thought we were going to get, so we do appreciate everyone that has subscribed. I'm just going to cut out now because I've got a shout out to do, and I need to make sure I get the guy's name right because I don't want to make a hash of that, so I'll cut back in a second. So yeah, I'm back again now, and I'd just like to give a massive shout out to Anthony Cashmore on YouTube. He gave me some advice earlier on the video making side of things. How to improve the channel for you guys, so we'll be taking that on board and trying to improve the videos for you. So yeah, don't forget to hit the like button, drop us a subscribe to keep up with future content. We've got a lot planned in the future, and yeah, keep on seeing what we do. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Like and subscribe.